Hello, this is Bridget Round Divine Essentials. Hi everybody, how are you? I'm sorry it's been a little bit since I've uploaded to this channel, so I wanted to do a little quick pick-up pile for you guys to see what kind of messages you need to know at this time. And I've been on a little bit of a break from recording from both channels, but when I get out of this little break, I'll be coming back and doing some more readings and some informational videos and some meditations and all of that stuff. I also have some other things to roll out pretty soon. So pick your pile, 1, 2, or 3. We're going to find out what you need to know. This is Blue Apatite. This is, I forget the name of it. It's like it's a special type of quartz. I think, I forget. And then Malachite. I do have it written down somewhere, so maybe I'll find it. But we're going to start with number 1 at 103. Alright, so let's see what you need to know at this time. I have learning, meaningful dreams, emotional purity, the Star, Temperance, the Tower, and the Queen of Swords. Alright, so first of all, I feel like there's been a lot of lessons that you've been having at this time, like different things that have been coming up. If we add up the 39 to 12, I'd bring that to a 3, so that's about transformation. So whatever, has been going on in your world right now, it was like a time of major transformation. This could be moving, this could be ending of a job, this could be the ending of a relationship. Like, this is something big. It could also just be an epiphany moment, like all of a sudden you're like, hey, I think I'm a starseed, or hey, I'm having an awakening. But there's definitely something significant that has happened here. So whatever experience you were living within, it was like that came crumbling down. But it was all there to help you with your transformation. It was all there to help you to learn some sort of lesson. And with the meaningful dreams, I feel like you're having, like a higher level of awakening through your heart center. I'm noticing a lot of like power energy here. This is like our solar plexus. So perhaps in the past you weren't really aligned with your power. Maybe there was no boundaries. Maybe there was no, hey, that doesn't work for me. And you were kind of just letting people, take advantage of you in ways that you shouldn't have. And that could have been, what led to this Tower moment too. Maybe you were in a relationship with somebody, could have been emotionally like love connection, or even friendships, or even work related. But something had to come crashing down, and I feel like that was in connection to your power. But now, as a result of all of this, or because of this, this is something about your heart awakening. This is something about you tuning into more of an intuitive place. You're cleansing your emotions. You're allowing yourself to release whatever was holding you back, whoever was holding you back. Could have even been yourself holding you back, but you're finding more power, more confidence, more love for yourself. You're cleansing things away. You could be cutting cords, releasing people, because we do have the Queen of Swords here. And I feel like this Queen of Swords was a result of the Tower, or, what led to the Tower, because she has very firm boundaries. She's somebody that's like, nope, that doesn't work. She has no problem speaking her truth, but she didn't get that way overnight. She had to deal with a lot of bullshit. So either you had a lot of things in your life with a lot of people and a lot of experiences that didn't end so well, that could have put you into the Queen of Swords energy, or you had to tap into this Queen of Swords energy to put an end to those things that were detrimental to your power and all of that. But at whatever it was, whichever way it went, I do feel like now you're aware of it. Now you're like, okay, I'm not dealing with this. If it doesn't serve me, I don't want it. I have no problem saying goodbye to people. I have no problem cutting things out of my life that don't serve me. I am now going to be in my power, in my strength, and I'm going to keep myself pure, because when you're in that place of pure emotional healing and allowing yourself to be tapped into your intuition, spirit shows you signs. You could have some clairvoyant abilities tapping in, or you could just be seeing a lot of synchronicity, like the number patterns, or everywhere you go you see a specific animal or a specific message just keeps repeating to you. Clairvoyance can appear to us in different ways. It doesn't have to be a movie in your head. But I do feel like there's some sort of meaningful either dreams or visions or things that you're seeing at this time that are helping you to guide you through this. And with the temperance, temperance is about balance. So again, you're balancing out your emotions and your passion. You've been patient, and now you're just like, you're good. It feels like you've just had this alignment. I am noticing this convergence on the bottom here. So it's like you're coming into this place of purity, of balance, of wholeness, of oneness, of completion within yourself, and leaving behind whatever was holding you away from that. And that's helping you to rise into this star energy, which again could be that starseed energy, or it could just be you allowing your wishes to be manifested, letting go of whoever was keeping you out of this, letting go of whatever was keeping you out of this, and just truly aligning to what you're meant to have here. All of your wishes are going to be coming true, and things are just going to keep looking up for you. So you want to keep your head high. You want to make sure you keep those boundaries up. Make sure you don't go too cold here with that Queen of Swords energy, but I feel like you're not. I feel like you're in this place of balance, but you had to it's almost like you went from one extreme to the other. It was like you had to finally step into this place in order to get rid of whatever was keeping you from attracting and attaining to you the star wishes fulfillment. You could even have some sort of love coming in, but you could even have a soul family coming in, or new contracts coming in, new people coming in, the right opportunities. Spirit again could be leading you to the home of your dreams, or the job of your dreams, or the person of your dreams, whatever it was that you were dreaming about and wanting, that was going to be meaningful for your heart, to make you feel this peacefulness, to make you feel like you're brought together. It's here, and you've learned the lessons that you needed to learn. So now you're going to shine. Now you're going to rise. Now you're going to be, communicating out to the world in a whole new way. And I feel like it's just going to keep getting better and better for you. There's a lot of Syrian energy here too, so you could have a Syrian starseed connection, or that could just be your emotions are just really strong right now. So call on the dolphin consciousness to work with you. They're from the Syrian collective. They will help you to keep your emotions cleansed. They will help to attract to you that pureness, that happiness, the right people who are going to mirror to you what you're rippling out, so that you don't have to go into that Queen of Swords energy. What we emit around us is what we attract. Sometimes we have lessons that come in that are just that, lessons. So don't hold on to those things, especially if they were causing you turmoil and pain. Let it go and allow yourself to rise. Okay, so we're going to move on. And we have number 2. I have love and compassion, growing together, vibrancy, 4 of Wands, the Lovers, King of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so for a majority of you, you could be definitely dealing with a love situation here. And if you're not dealing with a love situation, you may want to pick a different pile, because this seems to be all about love, all right? So with the love and compassion, I feel like there's somebody that you really, really love, okay? This is the person that, makes your cup fill up. It's like, oh my God, I love this person so much. This is your counterpart, okay? This is the person that you're destined to be with. This is the person that there's a strong soul tie here. They could be a little you may not know what this person feels or thinks or wants, because the King of Cups doesn't always necessarily show their emotions. They have a lot of love, but they're not going to have those outbursts of love where they have a lot of anger or a lot of sadness. It's they're cool as a cucumber. Those are the types of King of Cups energies usually. But they can come with insecurities. So whoever you were dealing with, or whoever you are dealing with, they may have had some insecurities. And that could have made you insecure. I feel like whatever happened here, it could have really made you feel is it me? Why isn't this person showing me that they care about me? The Queen of Cups is very intuitive. So you could have intuitively known that this person cared about you, that there was this strong soul tie, that the two of you were meant to come together. But the lack of this person's emotion or investment towards you, to show you how they felt, could have made you feel like there was something up, there was something wrong with you, or why doesn't this person show me what I'm showing them? However, I do feel like through whatever darkness that both of you faced, there's more peace coming in. We have the like the dove up here representing peace, and then we have the lily here, which represents rising through the mud, rising through the darkness, and blossoming. And I feel like you did this on your own. I don't think it was necessarily something the two of you did together. I feel like this person had to come into a place of peace. They had to let go of their their anxieties, their insecurities, and you had to overcome any darkness that you felt as a result of this whole situation, and probably other situations in your life. I'm sure there was other people, other experiences, even your self-doubts that made you, get sucked into the dark. But it feels like this vibrancy is coming about at this time. So you could be really tapping into your sacral energy center, allowing yourself to tap into your passion, to your divine feminine role, your divine masculine role, bringing those two together into this energy of growing, of healing, of coming together, and allowing your heart to open back up and to love yourself unconditionally, like loving this person unconditionally, because you can't love anybody else unconditionally if you don't love yourself. So I really feel like this whole situation was probably like, to deal with a divine counterpart. The lovers are divine counterparts. They are destined to come together. They grow together. There's a vibrancy about them. Like they just emit that sexual, sexy type of, passionate, loving energy towards each other. But there is usually issues. Usually the masculine energy, and it can be brought forth in the feminine, but usually it's the masculine energy that runs away from the intensity of it, and that leaves the feminine feeling like, what happened here? I thought that this was something beautiful. I thought this was something that this person would want. But usually it's about growing, okay? Becoming the best versions of yourself and learning about love and compassion for yourself, so you can have an ending of the old and a rebirth of this new, coming together in this Four of Wands, which is, a lot of people consider, twin flame 11-11 union. We have the four pillars here, which represents that 11-11, and then you see the two birds up here together. So I do feel like this is a significant thing. So if you've been dealing with somebody in that type of situation, I feel like, union is pretty close for you, okay? If you've been dealing with a twin flame or a soulmate that has been running from you, or you've been running from it, and it's just, you haven't allowed the vibrancy of yourself to be emitted out, I do feel like that's what's coming about now. So you may want to work with this energy. And again, pile one had a lot of that Syrian energy coming through. I do feel it here as well. The dolphins are here too. So it may be just a time right now where people need to work on, working with that dolphin energy, finding that joy within themselves, allowing their emotions to be expressed authentically. But I do feel like new communication is going to come in for you, probably after a long time of heartache and pain. There could have been, painful endings in this situation, but I feel victory is now available after a time of healing. The two of you have your inner child awakened and healing and allowing. So tapping into your inner child, looking at your past lives, working with your emotional body, that's all going to help you to feel more empowered about yourself, to feel confident in yourself, and to attract this person back into your life a little bit faster with some truth and in communication. So if you've been left out in the cold feeling like this isn't ever going to happen, I feel like this was a significant message for you to let you know that it's coming. You just have to stay a little strong at this time and know that this person does care about you. It was just about learning how to grow together so that you could have, a harmonious union. Okay, so I'm going to move on. And we have pile number 3. Inner child, clarity and compromise, serendipity, the 9 of Cups, the Hierophant, the Fool, and the 8 of Swords. Alright, so with the inner child, it's funny, all of these piles, there could be messages in all 3 piles for people tonight, but, the inner child is where we find our happiness, okay? It's that part of us that lets us have fun and be silly and be goofy and not care what people think, do our hair all crazy, wear whatever we want to wear, act like a goofball, make funny faces, play fight with each other, be however you want to express your inner child, just having fun. I feel like that's something that hasn't really been happening here, and it could be due to a lot of fears. You could just be imprisoned within your mind. This is like self-imprisonment because of something that has happened in your life that didn't maybe go as expected. And so I feel like now it's time to release this. It's time to release this fear about what other people are going to think. It's time to release the fear about what other people are going to say. It's time to release the fear surrounding what you think about yourself. What the hell is it that makes you happy? What fills these cups up for you? Who fills these cups up for you? Where fills up these cups for you? What is it that makes this little girl or boy inside of you say, oh my God, life is great. Life is amazing. I'm so happy I'm here. All right. And with this clarity and compromise, I feel like for some of you, this is compromising with yourself. Okay. Because we can't always be goofy and funny and weird. We have to get serious sometimes. But I feel like you may have lost this part of yourself at one point, or vice versa. You could be too goofy and too crazy and not paying attention to things you kind of know you should be. Because there is like a mix here. It's like we have the Hierophant with the Fool, which the Hierophant is all about that spiritual commitment, being grounded and, taking things seriously. But the Fool, he like doesn't know what's going to happen, but he just jumps in, takes a leap of faith, and the story unfolds. So I really do feel like there needs to be a compromise here, and it's like a split down the middle. Some of you, you may have been too serious, and some of you may have been too goofy. Okay, so whichever it is, you need to stop with the fear surrounding it and allow yourself to, step into alignment with this balance. Having this compromise with yourself is going to help you to compromise with others in your life. So you could have had issues with people around you too that were bringing about these fears. Maybe there was a lot of pressure on you, like you got to decide, you got to do this, you got to do that. And it maybe have been something you didn't want to do, but you kind of know at your core you have to do. Or it could have been something you don't want to do and you don't have to do it, and you can just take that leap of faith and go do something else. But at the end of the day, this is all about you, okay? What is it that you truly want, and how can you compromise with those around you so that you can have balance, so you can have fun, happiness, and get all the things done in your world that you need to do? You need to make a bridge between you and what you want, and making sure that the way there isn't going to be harmful to you and others. And that may require a lot of strength, letting go of things that you thought you were going to hold on to forever, or even letting go of people you thought you were going to have in your life forever. It feels like a younger energy. So you could be somebody that's like going off to college, or just somebody that, it could even be like a young relationship where you maybe don't see eye to eye on everything. But now's the time to make that decision. What is it that makes you happy? Because you don't want to go commit to something that you don't really truly want to do. You could be trying to figure out what you want to do with the rest of your life, and you could be freaking yourself out. But, people go to college for something and then afterwards decide they don't even want to do that. And that's fine. Even if you went to college and decide afterwards you don't want to do it, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you just have to take that leap of faith at some point, commit to something, and see what happens. Release the fear and find out. And if you're not happy, let go of it and do something else. Okay? Find that inner strength inside of you to go after your passions. And I do feel like Spirit has been trying to guide you with the serendipity here. Spirit's like, hey, pay attention, because they know what you're supposed to be doing, where you're supposed to be doing it, and who you're supposed to be doing it with. So if you keep getting messages from Spirit, like, seeing signs, synchronicity, the numbers, certain totem animals, whatever it is, you want to pay attention. And I am noticing that this is the card of Labradorite. Labradorite is a starseed stone. It's very protective. It helps us to disconnect from other people's energies around us. So you could be being influenced by other people's energies, and that could be impacting you and making you fearful. It may be like at your core, you're like, I really know this is going to make me happy, but why am I so afraid of it? You may be picking up on other people's fears. You may be picking up on the collective energy. Starseeds are very sensitive to that, and it can be a roller coaster ride if like the people around you are feeling down and miserable, and that there's certain people in your life that just make you feel like shit. You gotta get out of the fear of hurting people's feelings and compromise with them. Maybe only spend so much time with that person or only communicate with that person when you're feeling strong enough to deal with them. Use the protection of labradorite with you to disconnect from their energy. But at some point, you got to decide what you want to do, and you got to disconnect from the people around you so you can make that decision, and you can take that leap of faith into this new beginning of emotional fulfillment. And if at the end of it all, you decide that it's not what you want to do, it's not the end of the world. There's always an opportunity to have rejuvenation. There's always an opportunity to go after a new passion. You know, there's people in this world that they don't ever figure anything out until they're 50 or 60. It doesn't matter. Nothing was wasted. Everything was a lesson. Everything helped you to become who you are. And the more you tap into that like energy of just trusting within, the more transparent things are going to become for you, the easier it's going to be for you to navigate through these changes and to take these, you know, knives or swords out of your mind and just feel good about the decisions that you're making and allowing that little inner child inside of you to laugh and have fun and play. I did notice that a card, oh, it was a book. Something fell halfway through the reading, so I wanted to see what it was. Just in case there was a message. But it was just the book. But we do have East Emergence, so if you don't already begin a dream journal or keep a record of the ideas and thoughts that are coming to you now, these ideas matter. The next step in your journey will soon be beckoning to you. Thoughts and ideas that were fuzzy or seemingly out of reach are becoming clearer and closer to home. In addition, any form of spiritual work like healing or meditation will soon be more effective and powerful. A stronger sense of who you are and what you want to be doing in this life is about to emerge. Ask questions and speak to people who can help you to reach your goals. You will have far less trouble getting others to see and believe in your plans than previously. Your confidence and willingness to speak out is growing. If you are looking to move, travel, or start a family, the time for that is now approaching. Step into the rising sun. Smell the first flowers of spring and announce your presence to the universe. Be ready to accept whatever it is, to accept whatever it wants to lay at your feet. Okay? So, if you want, you can pause and read the rest of this, but I feel like that's perfect to bring together everything, all of those messages that we were just having come through within this. So, I hope that this assists you. And if it did, you can hit the like. If it didn't, you can dislike. Either way, that helps me to find the people that my messages do resonate with. Thank you guys very much for all of your love, your support, commenting, liking, and subscribing. I know I haven't been very active on the channel, and I'm going to try to get a little bit more, consistent with that. I just needed a break. My energy was like completely down, and, every once in a while I just need to take some time out and let my little inner child play and have fun. But I do hope that these messages assisted you, and if there's anything in the future you'd like to know about or see, let me know, okay? So thank you, in Renee, namaste.